Okay, hello everybody. So we're going to switch to English now. So thank you very much for the invitation. I'm very happy to be here with you in this virtual space because I'm actually in Estonia, which is my home country. And I lived in Colombia for 7.5 years. I lived in Medellin and in Rio Negro. I mainly worked as a language teacher, but I'm also a psychologist. So because of the pandemic, I had to return to my country, but I'm really happy to be able to be connected with Colombia and with you and share a little bit of culture and also language knowledge. So today we're going to talk about Estonian holidays. The idea is to exchange our cultures. I would also like to know about Colombian holidays and Colombian traditions. So maybe this is the first thing we could start with. You can always ask me questions. You can interrupt me. If you can have any questions about Estonia, where it's located, feel free to just ask me. But I'm sure you're going to learn about important things to today's conversation club. So I'm going to, yes, and actually if you can switch on your cameras. It's always nice to see people. And I can see that there are not so many of you today. Maybe some people are going to join a bit later, but it's always nice to talk to real people and not to names on the screen. So I'm going to share my screen to add a little bit of image. So first of all, to make a small introduction, I would like you to briefly tell me which holidays do you celebrate in Colombia? Like which are the most important holidays?
Colombia is the hi. Good afternoon.
Hello, Stephen.
Colombia is the country that has the most, the greatest number of holidays in the world. We have holidays at first of January. The day or the New Year's Day. Also is holiday in December 25th. In October 12th, we have the Idiom or Language Day. I don't remember more.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing. Then also others, I can see there's Vico, Juan Camilo, Manuela, Mariana, Jonathan. Okay, yes, Mariana.
Hello.
I can see Mariana. So first Mariana, and then everybody else can speak.
Hello.
Hello.
In Colombia, we celebrate the flower fair in August. Yes, it's beautiful and very interesting.
Okay, thank you, Mariana. I think Juan Camilo wanted to say something as well.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm going to say that in Colombia we have so many carnival days. It's like one per department. So you can find in Pasto the carnival of Negros y Blancos. In Barranquilla you can find the Carnival of Barranquilla, and so wherever you go, around the country, you were find in different dates so many festivals or holidays.
Thank you, Juan Camilo. Then we also have Jonathan, Manuela, Pico. Would you also like to add something?
No, I just want to say that if we had all these kind of different holidays in our country, is because maybe we are a happy country, and I hope that in this case we are a really happy country. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yes, definitely. I agree. That's what I felt when I was living in Colombia, that people know how to celebrate and be happy. Then Manuela, would you like to add something?
No, I don't know.
Or you can also say what's your favorite holiday, maybe, Manuela. Which holiday do you like the most in Colombia?
Well, on December 2025, you know, the day after Christmas, because you have all the family sharing food and doing, you know, strange and funny activities, and it is important to me, but that's the only one.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to share an image with you. It's an Estonian holiday. We celebrate on winter. And I'm going to also show you 2 videos, and then we're going to discuss what the holiday is about. So first video is about the winter activities in general in Estonia. So you can see a little bit more of the country. And then I'm going to show you a more specific video about the holiday. Okay, so first of all, I would like you to tell me your impressions about this video I showed you. Just this was Estonia in general. Oh, sorry. This was, yeah, Estonia in winter. So what did you see? What was interesting for you? What was different?
I would like to say that people all the time is telling us that you don't wish what you don't have, but when you watch this kind of cold landscapes, I don't know, maybe in your heart appears a beautiful feeling in which you want to experience at least snow, because in Colombia maybe all the time we had sunny days, but in Estonia maybe people don't have this possibility to have sunny days all the time of the year. So it's amazing to make or to build a mixture between the things that I don't have and the things that I want to have.
Yes, that's true. It's very different. We are very dependent on the climate, and we have to organize our activities according to the season. So anyone else, what impressions did you get from this video? What did you like the most? What was interesting for you?
My impression is that everybody knows skating.
Yes, yes. Like I think most people can skate and ski a little bit. It's just the winter is so long. If you want to do anything outside, then these are the best activities. So Steven, I can see you would like to say something.
Yeah, thanks. I agree with the classmate. I think the video is like an invitation to people for enjoying the winter, because in Europe is not very common that people enjoy the winter. Usually is a time for the days are shorter. The light of the life of the days is less. So I agree with the classmate. It's like an invitation for discovering many possibilities that the winter can offer to people.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true. You know a lot, because it's true that in winter it's very dark. We only have around 6 hours of sunlight, and the sun is very low, so it's very dark, and the energy level is very low. So we have to be creative to maintain our energy. Okay, Juan Camilo, what did you think?
I have to say 2 things about this previous video. First, I would love to ice skating, because I recently learned to do it in the streets, and after in the ice in the in the in the malls of of Medellin. And well, the second thing that I want to say is, it is more, it's a question, it's an ask to you.
Yes.
Do you think to walk around the forest in the winter is not dangerous? Because I don't know, maybe wolves are there, and it could be dangerous. Do you think?
I think because of the wild animals, it's not dangerous, because wild animals are usually afraid of people, and especially in the winter, they won't come close to you. It's more dangerous in spring, maybe when the animals have babies. So they can be dangerous if they have like their children around, or if they have just had new babies. But in winter, it's not dangerous. I think the only thing maybe dangerous, you can get lost. So you have to be careful, and it's important to always like follow a specific road, because especially in winter everything looks the same. So, and there are a lot of forests. So if you don't know where you are going, you can get lost. I think this is maybe the only danger.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to comment on the video?
I think the weather and the forest are amazing.
Thank you. Yes,
I like
it's, yeah, this is like the compensation because it's cold, it's dark, but it looks very beautiful
Yeah.
when everything is white. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, then I'm going to show you a video about this specific holiday that you can see on the photo. And then after that, I'm going to divide you into 2 groups. so you can discuss a little bit and answer some questions I have for you. Okay, so.
Uurinurgas kilp on suusad ja ka uisud. Veebruarikuus on külas meil veel tuisud, aga ühel päeval vastlaba meid ootab. Sellel päeval lusti talves võib ju loota. Lapsed tulge mäele, käes on jälle vastlad. Võtke kelgud kaasa, lähme liugu laskma. Tule sõida alla, ära karda hoogu. Pikimale liule võid siis osaks saada. Hernesupp ja kuklid ootamas meid köögis. Need on vastlatoidud, need on täna söögiks. Tublid kelgusõitjad sooja tuppa lasti. Pärast õues käiku toit see maitseb hästi. Lapsed tulge mäele, käes on jälle vastlad. Võtke kelgud kaasa, lähme liugu laskma. Tule sõida alla, ära karda hoogu. Pikimale liule võid siis osaks saada.
Okay, so that was the video about the specific holiday in winter we celebrate. So I have a few questions for you. Who would like to read the questions?
I would like to read it.
Okay, thank you, Vico. Please read.
Question about holidays. What do people celebrate on the holiday? When do people celebrate the holiday? Where do people celebrate the holiday? Why do people celebrate the holiday? Is there a similar holiday in Colombia?
Mhm. Thank you. So now I'm going to divide you into two groups, into two rooms. I'm going to copy the questions for you on the chat, and I would like you to discuss from 5 to 7 minutes the questions, answer the questions, and then we are going to reunite and discuss everything together. So two groups. Okay, I can see that most of you are back, and in 2 seconds or now, everybody should be back. So I would like to hear the answers you discussed. So let's see the first group. Maybe the first group can answer the first question. What do people celebrate on the holiday? What do you think? What's your guess? So Juan Camilo, Luisa Fernanda, Mariana, Oscar, Vico, what do you think? what do people celebrate?
I think, or we think that people celebrate to face nature in every single sense that nature can give us. People celebrate, for example, in Estonia, to go out and watch or see the landscape that has changed. Estonian people can celebrate that, can send to the world a different message. We can celebrate winter because winter is beautiful enough to be experienced. I think that Estonian people celebrate to be together because it's important, because winter is a hard time, or it's a hard season. So it's a hard season. So the people want to send the message that it's possible to be together in this kind of winter. The people want to celebrate that they are watching a different experience of the environment, because it's coming to our culture, it's coming to our nature, it's coming to our landscape. I think that Estonian people are celebrating different things because around the nature, as my classmate, as my partner was telling us, they can consider that being surrounded by nature is a reason to celebrate. As in Latin America, indigenous people are celebrating the contact with nature because they can feel, they can absorb different energies from rivers, different energies from the position of the different mountains. They can celebrate that the sun is rising every day. They can celebrate that there is a environmental space to explore. They can celebrate that we had still animals with us. They can celebrate that we are experiencing nature in every single aspect that they can give us, this possibility. I think that, or we think that that's the main reason to celebrate, to be around nature and understand that the nature is a way to recognize that we are part of something bigger.
Thank you. Yes, this is definitely one reason. Enjoying the nature and being in contact with nature. I would also like to hear some opinions from the other group. So we had there Diana, Jonathan, Manuela, Steven, Tatiana. What do you think? What do people celebrate? Everybody's free to speak. This is your chance to practice. You feel free. No one corrects you.
We were not sure, but we have two possibilities. The first one is that people celebrate the beginning of winter, or the second possibility is that people celebrate the beginning of snowing, but how I said, we were not sure.
Okay, yes, thank you for sharing. So let's move to the next question. When do people celebrate? So when do people celebrate the holiday? In Estonia, winter is in December, January, and February. So when, which month? What do you think? So again, first, someone from the first group can share their opinion. So Juan Camilo, Luisa, Mariana, Oscar, Vico.
I just want to say something, and I want to let my classmates speak about their own answers. We were talking about has in Colombia we have different holidays. I think that there are different days to celebrate different holidays, because we cannot say that in Colombia we're gonna celebrate on December or we're gonna celebrate on June, because we had across the year different days to celebrate. So the celebration is almost every single day in our country, because we have a lot of holidays. So in this aspect, we have to celebrate almost every week. So there are different holidays across the year. So it's a different reason every single day to celebrate. Different from Estonia, I think, because I don't know if Estonia has a lot of holidays. It's a doubt for me. It's a question that I would like to ask you, because it's necessary to answer for me the question in order to speak with truth.
Yes, it's different. In Estonia, there are less holidays because in Colombia you have a lot of festivos, but in Estonia, no, we don't have the same thing. There are less holidays, so not even every month we have a holiday. It's maybe in every season we have a holiday, something like that. So anyone else also from the second group, maybe? Diana, Jonathan, Manuela, Steven, Tatiana.
Maybe the holiday is related to some any specific day of the year, for example, equinox or I don't know how to say, solsticio, something like that.
Yes, that's a good idea. I will tell you later what the answer is. And which month, if you had to choose between December, January and February, which month do you think we celebrate it?
We agree is in December, yes.
Okay.
But we talk about that in winter. Okay.
Yes,
Thank
well,
you.
winter is enough. We distinguish the months here because for us every month is different, but for you it's winter. So I think winter is enough. Then where do people celebrate it? Like you already know that in Estonia, but if you try to be more specific, what do you think? And I will leave the microphone open, like anyone can speak. The idea is that everybody speaks a little bit. So
I have.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a new idea.
Yes.
Maybe is the day before Christmas.
Maybe I will tell you later.
Okay.
Anyone else? Any other opinions?
We talk about the beginning of winter. Is possible?
Maybe.
December 21st.
Maybe. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Why do people celebrate? I think we more or less spoke about it because it's similar to what, but if you have any other ideas why, if you have any ideas why do we celebrate it, then you can also like express your ideas. Would anyone like to add something?
I think the most holidays around the world is an excuse to meet the people, to share with your family, with the other people, to make new and good relationships, and you can make strong links and make a society who works for a common way, for a common ¿cómo se dice?
Like for a common purpose, maybe, or
Yes.
uh-huh.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So the holidays in general is have this reason. So the food, the culture, the society, the activities that the community does is a good way to share with the people. So you can in Estonian you can find yourself skating with strangers people, and in Colombia you find yourself dancing with the others, um, and in in the day of the day of grace of the United States, you can find yourself sharing your food with others. And so the reason that the holidays is to share with people and make strong relationships.
Yes, definitely. I think it's a very important reason for all kinds of holidays to spend time together and connect with people and have this feeling of community and ritual and tradition. So yes, it's a good point. And I can see Oscar wrote in the chat that he's asking if Sunday of Resurrection is a holiday all around the world. In Estonia, we also celebrate the Sunday of Resurrection, but Estonia is not a very religious holiday. So many families just celebrate it with children. We paint eggs. I think we mostly celebrate life, and not everybody. Like most people don't go to church, so it's not as religious as in Colombia, but we do celebrate it, just maybe in a little bit different way. And last question, is there anything similar in Colombia? You told me something about maybe indigenous people, that maybe indigenous people celebrate something similar. Do you have any other ideas? What could there be anything similar in Colombia? I know you don't have snow, but maybe something. Well, one thing that is maybe similar that I can bring out, that in this day we have a specific soup. We have a pea soup. So it's like sopa de arvejas in Spanish. So I know you have a lot of sancocho, maybe if you have different holidays. So we also have soup. I think that can be something. So I'm going to now then open my cards and tell you a little bit. So this holiday, we always celebrate it on the second Tuesday of February, before the Lent period, preceding Easter. So it's usually before starting fasting. So before ayuno, if you want to think about the religious calendar. So it's actually in the end of winter. It's almost the ending of winter. And in the video you saw that the children went down the hill. So the legend says that the longer you slide, or the farther you go, the better the harvest is. So if you want to have like a good harvest or cosecha next year, then you have to go very far. You have to go very far down the mountain. So everybody does that. And I told you about the pea soup. You also maybe saw it for a second in the video. So people eat pea soup and this kind of bagels. So it's like with whipped cream, and it tastes very nice, because I know that for Christmas you always have natilla and buñuelo. So okay, this is not Christmas, but it's like a specific bread we always eat on this holiday. It's specifically for this holiday. So do you have any other questions about this holiday, or shall we move on?
So is a holiday related to the end of the winter?
Yes, it's the end of the winter. Yes.
And there is another situation that you said is it's an opportunity to speculate or imagine how will be the harvest.
Yes. So you have to take a long ride down the mountain, and if you get far, then you get a good harvest. This is like the legend, or this is the tradition.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, but I think let's move on to the next holiday. So I'm going to skip spring, because in spring we also celebrate Easter, which is similar to Semana Santa. So I'm going to move on to summer. So this is a small hint about the holiday I'm going to speak about. I'm going to show you two short videos, one about summer activities in general, and the other one specifically about this holiday. And then after that, we are going to discuss it as we did previously.
Teacher, we can hear anything.
You can't hear? Oh, okay, sorry. I'm going to, I forgot to switch on. One moment. Okay, so now you're going to hear the sound as well. Oops. Okay, and now specifically about the holiday. Okay, so Juan Camilo wrote me that his screen froze. So let me just share the link with you so you can watch it separately. Okay, one moment. Or I'm going to send the link to the group. Maybe there was someone else who didn't see the video, so you can watch it. So basically, I'm going to do the same thing. You're going to have the same questions. What do people celebrate? When, where, why? And is there a similar holiday in Colombia? Now, again, you're going to have around 5 or 7 minutes, and I'm going to let you know when I'm going to close the rooms. Okay, so welcome back. I would again like to hear what you discussed. So what do you think? What do people celebrate on that holiday? Again, you have a free microphone. There are 8 of you, so everybody can speak a little bit. So first question, what do we celebrate?
We think that they are celebrating that the summer is coming or the summer arrived. So around or related or according to this different season, they are celebrating that they are getting a huge amount of sunlight, and they're gonna have the possibility to change the opportunity to grow different food, and they're gonna have also the opportunity to go out and to see a different landscape. They're gonna also have the opportunity to share in open spaces, and they're gonna have the opportunity to dance, to celebrate, maybe to get drunk, to eat different foods from this season, and they're gonna have different opportunities around the season that is coming, the season that just arrived, that is a season in which they had a lot of light.
Thank you, Vico. Any other opinions?
We have the same idea. The other group is the summer.
Yes.
And we talk about they celebrating out the house. Yes. And the same with food and vegetables and dance. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So the next question is when? Okay, so we know that in summer, would you like to be more specific? In Estonia, the summer months are June, July, and August. So what do you think? Which month do we celebrate it?
We talk about it's possible on June, but June or July.
Okay, anyone else? Thank you, Diana. Anyone else? Do you have any other opinions? Steven?
I think that maybe is in July, because the video shows or the video speaks about the middle of summer, maybe one day in July.
Okay, thank you, Stephen. Then we can move to next question, where? So who would like to tell me where do we celebrate it? If you try to be more specific, like we know that it's in Estonia.
We are speaking in my group, but that maybe is around the city, it's not inside the city, because we can see different landscape, different open space. So it's possible for us while we are watching the video that this space is outside the city, maybe in a forest, in a mountain, something like that, because it looks like a really green space. Or we are guessing maybe that in Estonia there are a lot of different green or forest spaces inside the city. It's another possibility that, but we are considered that it's possible outside the city.
Okay, thank you, Vico.
Although about it's possible, they celebrate close to the river, of the water.
And why do you think close to the water?
Because we saw in the video a river.
Okay, thank you. Then again, why? I think what covered the question a little bit, but maybe you have some extra ideas or anything you would like to add. Why do people do it?
I think that they are celebrating the harvest or crops.
Thank you, Manuela. Okay, and in Colombia, do you have anything similar? I think maybe it's easier to find something similar.
I think that the argument is the same that in the last holiday, because we don't have a special, or we don't have holidays related to the beginning of or the ending of seasons. So I think we don't have any holiday, any similar holiday.
Okay, anyone else? Do you have any other opinions?
I don't agree, because I think it is similar to Flowers Fair.
Okay, the Flower Festival.
Yeah, because if you think that they are celebrating the harvest, they are showing the best of the crop, and we do the same with the flowers, because in the end of the season you see the best flowers in the city, you know, the colorful and all of these things.
Thank you, Manuela. Yes.
And we got to remember again that we have indigenous people that even now consider the sun as a god. So maybe Estonian people, if we move to a past tense, if we move to ancient period, ancient ages, maybe the origin, the traditional of these festivities is because they consider the sun a god too.
Yes, that's a good point, because indigenous people very often also celebrate light, and they have probably rituals that are about making fire and light. And I think it's also maybe a little bit similar to different celebrations in the villages. For example, fiestas de empanada, or like if you go to Oriente close to Medellin, in the villages there are very often different events because this event we usually celebrate it outside the city. Yes, to make fire, and it's very common to do it in the village. And in Estonian village, you can always see a swing. There is like a big swing, so people go on the swing and have some fun. This is very typical. And we celebrate it because it's the longest day of the year. There are 19 hours of daylight, so only 5 hours of darkness. So it's almost doesn't get dark. People stay outside all night and have fun and dance and eat and drink. And yeah, and we always make fire. Like this is the symbol of light, basically, and also like the solstice of summer, like the solistic holiday. And it's actually celebrated on the 23rd of June. Although it says that it's midsummer, it's actually not mid, but yeah, it's always the 23rd of June because it's the longest day of the year. Do you have any extra questions?
It's a question that we had related to the burning of logs. You are burning these logs because it's a symbol of life, just because of that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The activity lasts 90 hours.
Sometimes, yes. Yes, very often people stay outside till 4 a.m. like because this time of the year already at 4 a.m. it's light again. The sun rises at 4, so people stay up till the sunrise, basically.
I want to sorry, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. And I have a question too. Once I watched a movie.
Mm-hmm.
They were like Estonia people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like okay, the movie is about a wedding, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And they do like competitions.
Yes.
And I don't know if I have that question, if in this day you do competitions too, or just like dance and have fun.
Yes, like in the village, very often people play different games, and yes, there are one common thing is like jumping over the fire. Like this fire here is too big, but the first photo I showed, people really do that. If it's a small fire, people try to jump over it. So yeah, there are many traditions, like many games and competitions as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Where is the most popular food for this day?
Barbecue. We normally barbecue something on the fire. So we put potatoes in the fire or meat. So yes, everything that is cooked in the fire, basically.
Meat and potatoes.
Yes, this is the traditional food. And salad, because you can already get tomatoes and cucumbers.
And for drink, beer?
Yeah, beer is very common. Yeah, beer, especially in summer. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Steven, you wanted to ask something?
I only want to add one idea. I know that in other countries in Europe, for example, France,
Mm-hmm.
The largest day of the year is celebrated in a similar way. For example, with a love of musical bands playing on the street, people drinking beer, drinking beer, people sharing on the street. And I have a question for you, Halja.
Yes, very good pronunciation.
I think or I can imagine that you celebrate the something like Oktoberfest because you are located beside Germany, at the north of Germany. So and you you said one moment again that beer is very popular in Estonia. So I have this question for you.
We have like a beer festival in the summer, but it's not as traditional as it is in Germany, because for Germans it's really like a tradition, but for us it's just a party. It's not like a holiday, or it's not so famous. But we have a beer festival as well, but it's nothing compared to Germany. Very different, like much smaller, and it's not like a folkloric tradition. It's more a party, I would say.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And I can see.
Can I ask you another question?
Sure, go ahead.
I just want to lead without asking this. I don't know, but I know that we have different opinions, different knowledge. We have different backgrounds of the different countries around the world. We know different things about Latin American, different things about North American. We know a lot about African, and we know enough about Europe. But in this region, where Estonia is, I don't know, there is like Armecti space that cannot give us enough information about Estonia, Lithuania, because we know different things about different countries, but Estonia, Lithuanian is like a silence, like Armeti, like a country that I think, or I can feel that a country that doesn't want to speak a lot with the rest of the country, or is just a prejudice, or is part real, part lie. I don't know. It's something that I can feel, because I had to insist. We have enough information about different countries around the world, but Estonian and Lithuania, about Lithuanian, Estonia is not so common find information.
Yes, I think it's because the countries are very small. I'm showing you the map here, so you can see that we are located next to Russia, and Russia is very, very big, and Estonia it's like a small dot, because in Estonia there are only around 1 million people, a little bit more than 1 million. So it's because of the smallness, and you can see that Latvia and Lithuania, they are very small as well. And also we belong to the Soviet Union till 1991. So our countries are quite new. So I think that's why we are not so famous. But I think culturally, yes, we are like quiet, we are more reserved. But during summer, people change a lot. Like during summer, people are very open, very friendly. And in the winter, people are more quiet, more cold. So I think we also change with the seasons. Okay, I'm going to very quickly show you another holiday, and because we have like 10 minutes left, but I don't want you to leave without seeing an autumn holiday. So I'm going to quickly show it to you, and then we can just discuss it directly. Let me see if I have the volume on. Yes. Okay, so this was the last one. So very quickly, I would like you to just tell me, what do you think this holiday is about? Why do we celebrate it?
It looks like the birth of Jesus, something like that. But I told us that it's not possible because in Estonia, it's not a common celebration. Speak about Jesus.
Yeah, yes, it's not about Jesus, but what else could it be? What do we celebrate and why?
It looks like celebrate to avoid from the evil spirits or something like that. I just relate the 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 mask and the customs with the with the ancestors and all all gods and the evil spirits, how the kids away from them when he is making sound with the bell, with the little bell. So um I think I think it.
Okay, what else do you think?
I don't know. I was thinking that maybe it's about the evolution, the progress. I don't know, because they have like things in the hands, like old things or something like that.
Thank you, Luisa. Any other opinions?
Maybe the possibility to take care of different animals because they look like a shepherd, something like that.
Thank you, Rico.
Yeah, maybe is something related to the different animals of the nature.
Okay, then what do others think? Diana, Sebastian, Jonathan, Manuela, Mariana, what do you think?
It's possible like to the Halloween because I saw the candies, a lot candies.
Yes, there is something similar. Okay, so I'm going to again open my cards for you. So yes, actually I would say it's the most similar holiday to Halloween. We celebrate it in November, and there are actually 2 different days. There is one day where children dress up like men, and one day when children dress up like women. And they knock on the doors. Children actually do that. They go to different houses and then they sing and dance, and then people give them sweets. So this is similar to Halloween, but they have to do something because I think in Colombia children just go to a shopping center and get candy, but here children actually have to knock and dance and sing and talk to people. And I think the tradition behind it, it's basically helping the poor, because you see that the people that they looked quite like ugly, so they are usually people maybe from the street or people who don't have a lot of money. So I think the tradition, yes, is supporting supporting the poor. And when you support the poor, then it brings good luck to your animals, because this is like a tradition from the countryside. So they give you, if you help them, then they bless you with good health to your animals, basically. Do you have any other questions about this holiday?
I have a question, and it
Yes.
is why they give to the adults, like you know, the grandma or the grandpa, the sweets, and the children's, you know, like they touch them with a branch.
This was, I think, this was just for fun. Maybe I think because this video is from an island, so maybe it's also, I think maybe the meaning behind is also like the children to like be good children. Like if you're not good, then you know someone comes with the someone hits you. So maybe it's like prevent you from trouble, like look out, be a good child, basically. I think something like that in this specific video. But for me it's the first time. I think they don't do it anywhere. I think the main meaning is, yeah, helping the poor people and bringing good luck for animals. But I think it's maybe like yeah, like a Santa Claus. So it's just like, children, be good, don't do bad things.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nice explication.
Yes, just for education. But of course hitting is not good, but yeah. Okay, well, our time is up. So thank you for participating today. I'm happy you were all active, and I think everybody could speak a little bit. So I'm very happy to share my culture always, and also always learn more about Colombia and Colombian culture. We are going to have the next conversation club in June. Then the plan is to talk about different proverbs, or like different sayings that we have in Estonia, and also see if we find something similar in Colombian culture. I think the day is the 22nd of June. So I hope you can come. It's always nice to see you again. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the day. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Take
Bye.
care,
Thank
everybody.
you. Hope you see you.
Bye.
Bye bye. See you.
Bye.
Sister Halja, can I